Hi class, this is Miss Abby, and this is our instructional video on our lesson all about polar bears. We're going to start this lesson with a short video that explains what polar bears are and where they come from. Then later in the lesson, we're going to read through a book, and from the book, we're going to gain new vocabulary words. Let's get started. Now, before we dive right into this lesson, I want to ensure that we're going to get the most out of it. At the end of this lesson, I'm hoping that you'll be able to understand the new vocabulary words that we pull from our reading. You can show me that you understand them by either drawing them or being able to use the words in the sentence. Either way, this will show me the new understanding and your broad new vocabulary. As we get started into our lesson, let's go ahead and watch this video about polar bears so that we have a better understanding before we dive right into our book. After watching that video, don't you feel like you know everything about polar bears? Well, even though you know much more than you did, there's still so much to learn about polar bears. Now, at this time, we're going to read the book, Where Do Polar Bears Live? By Sarah Thompson. In this book, we'll get new vocabulary words, and that's where your assignment will come from. Let's go ahead and start reading. Now that we've read the book, Where Do Polar Bears Live?, we should have a much better understanding about where polar bears come from and where they live and how they survive. From the reading, we picked up some new vocabulary words. Now we're going to go over those vocabulary words and go through the definitions to ensure that you understand what they mean. From our new 9 vocabulary words, we can go through the definitions, and our assignment attached is pretty simple. For each word, we're going to draw a box, and then in each box, we're going to draw a picture of the word to show that you understand what the word means and that you're able to explain what it is. The way that the page will be laid out is that the page will be folded, and on the folds, lines will be drawn to make boxes for each vocabulary word. Here, I'm showing 4 out of your 9 vocabulary words, and this is how the page should look. While each box is going to have a picture of what the word describes, as you see here, every box is also going to have the definition of your vocabulary word. Along with the vocabulary word, for more advanced students that are looking for more of a challenge, the vocabulary word can be used in a sentence, as you see here. This should be done for all 9 vocabulary words. Once the project is complete, it can be turned in for grading. Wow, I know more about polar bears now than I ever have. To make sure that I learned everything that I could, we're going to go ahead and assess that. To assess what I've learned, we're going to take a vocabulary test on all of the new words. To take this vocabulary test, I'm going to read off the definitions of all of the words, and you're going to have to write the words down. Let's go ahead and take some quiet time to do that. Amazing job, class. I think we learned so much about polar bears this week that we'll never forget everything that we've learned. This book really helped us to explore our new vocabulary and learn some amazing things about the wildlife in the Arctic. I had such a fun time teaching this lesson. Thank you so much. Bye! So the way that I edited this video was actually I've never made a lesson plan before, so I had to create this lesson plan. It's actually just a spin off of one that we did in my field experience. My cooperating teacher helped me find the book, and then we just kind of collaborated and made it into a vocabulary lesson. The video itself, I just took my lesson plan from the outline and just copy pasted a lot of it into PowerPoint, and then added the timing and the effects and everything. All of my voiceover and my audio I was actually able to record straight from my computer as I was editing or making my PowerPoint, and then I was just able to plan my transitions and the timing and everything to where it just rolled over. So that's pretty much all I did with editing the video, and then I saved it as an actual I think it's MP4 file, and then that was all that I had to do. Thanks so much.